This next topic, let's talk about Tesla road trips. And a lot of new owners ask me, like, how much does it cost? How much does it take if you were to take your Tesla vehicle on a road trip and you have to use supercharging wherever you're at? Well, we've got a real example of someone actually going from a California city to another California city. So let's take a look at it. But shout out to Whole Catalog for posting this. Today I drove from Los Angeles to San Francisco in my Tesla, 404 miles total. I had one supercharging stop in Kettleman City for 28 minutes, and it cost me $24.48, which in California, usually superchargers are a little bit more expensive than other places. So really the key thing you have to look at here is when you look at the receipt like this, 54 kilowatts at 45 cents a kilowatt. You want to see if your local supercharger, if you're in a different state, you want to see if that's higher or lower. And most likely it will be a little bit lower to kind of do that quick maths on how much it will cost you. But what's interesting here is that Whole did compare this to a gasoline vehicle, a gasoline BMW. So he asked, what would the cost be for a similar car? Let's consider a 2024 330i, which gets 29 miles a gallon. 404 miles divided by 29 mpg, 14 gallons at $5 a gallon is $70. Now let's say the 55 kilowatts is added at home at a rate of 23 cents. That's another $12.65. So $37 to do this trip in an electric car versus $70, almost a double the cost to do it in a gas car. While I 100% agree with this scenario, and I talk about that, I know during road trips you have to stop sometimes for a pit stop where it can take 10 to 15 minutes, but definitely not 28 minutes. So there is a time cost variable here as well. And on top of that, there's people that have done 5 to 6 hour road trips going straight shot without stopping or having to stop at all. So there's certainly some things you have to kind of itemize here because it's not just a straight savings just like this. And on top of that, adding a home charger at your house, that's also going to cost a little bit on top of that. And there could be said to be something, or there could be said, or something to be said about the anxiety of this, the range anxiety, because even though I'm a seasoned Tesla owner, we've had 5 of them so far, and we've done plenty of road trips from LA to San Francisco, Phoenix even, and Vegas, there's still a little bit of anxiety even at the comfortability level that we're at. Like sometimes when you're going there to a supercharger, it could be full or even they could be down. The Tesla system is a gray system which shows you capacity of the superchargers, but there's still a little bit of anxiety. And sometimes I just go to supercharger even when I don't need to, just to top off a little bit more because I know like a certain area might be full. But nonetheless, still really cool to see a real world example. And hopefully this helps you, gives you an example of how much supercharging and how much time it could actually take in a real example just like this. But on top of that, autopilot, using autopilot the whole way will definitely save you time. It lets you relax maybe even and get some of that time right back. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it.